In Lesson 3, we're reviewing equivalent fractions, how to find multipliers, and how to find divisors. First, we're going to look at an equivalent fraction chain. Here you can see that pictures. I like to tell kiddos to think of them in terms of pizzas. They seem to understand it when it comes to food. So when we look at our pizza here, we want to figure out what the fraction is. So we look at the first pizza, and it is 2 total pieces. So 2 becomes my denominator because there's a total of 2 pieces. And now I need to understand how much of the 2 pieces is shaded. So we can see here that one of the 2 pieces is shaded and one becomes the numerator. So the fraction is 1/2. In the second circle, the next equivalent fraction, we have 4 equal pieces. 4 becomes the denominator, and 2 of those 4 pieces are shaded, so 2 becomes the numerator. In the next one, we have 6 equal pieces. 6 is the denominator, and 3 of those are shaded, so 3 is the numerator. In the next one, we have 8 equal pieces, and of those 8 pieces, we have 4 that are shaded. And the last one, we have 16 equal pieces, and of the 16 equal pieces, 8 are shaded. So we can see that each of these are equivalent fractions. I always like to note to students that when we are looking at these, you can see how here, if it's a pizza, as the numbers go from 2 to 4 to 6, we can see that the denominators get bigger. So as the numbers get bigger, the actual pieces get smaller. The whole, or the size, one whole never changes, but the pieces become smaller as the numbers get bigger. When we look at finding the multiplier, we are again looking to identify the multiplier for each of these fraction sentences. We have 3/10 is equal to 15/50. So we look at 3/10 and we say 3 times what number is equal to 15? Well, I know 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Anything I do to either the top or the bottom of the fraction, I do the same thing to the other. So I have 3 times 5 equals 15, and 10 times 5 equals 15. I know this to be true, so I know my multiplier is 5. When I look at the next equivalent fraction set, we have 5/9 is equal to 25/45. I'm going to say to myself again, 5 times what number is equal to 25? Well, 5 times 5 is 25. And I do to the top what I do to the bottom exactly what I did to the top, so 9 times 5 is equal to 45. My multiplier is again 5 in this one. The last one, 3/7 equals 18/42. 3 times what number is equal to 18? Well, 3 times 6 equals 18. So I need to do the same thing to the denominator and make sure it's true. 7 times 6 equals 42. I know this is true, so my multiplier here is 6. Now we're going to look quickly again at divisors, a quick review of divisors. We see 6/60 is equal to 1/10. So I say 6 divided by what number is going to give me 1? Well, I know 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. And I do the same thing to the bottom. 60 divided by 6 is equal to 10. So I know that my divisor in this problem is 6. 4 divided by what number is equal to 1? Well, 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So I do the same thing to the divisor, or to the denominator. 16 divided by 4. Oh, my pen doesn't want to work. 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. So I know that my divisor in this is 4. I have an equivalent fraction. 6/9 is equal to 2/3. So I'm looking at 6/9, and I say 6 divided by what is equal to 2? Well, 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So I do the same thing that I did to my numerator. I have to do to the denominator, and it's 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. And now I know that is true, so my divisor is 3.